I wrote a letter to Korea again and asked if he could die in Korea, in South Korea. Yeah. But nobody answered.
Hey guys, and thank you for watching a new episode of Eindhoven. So last month I was in the Netherlands and my father gave me this newspaper. And inside there's an article about Taekwondo, a Korean martial art. So the article tells a story about a Dutchman called Peter Sanders, and he's a grandmaster in Taekwondo, although he just likes to call himself Peter without the title. Last year he got promoted to 9th Dan, and that's the highest reward possible in Taekwondo. And worldwide only 40 people have received this reward, so I think it's really amazing to know that a Dutchman achieved this. So after reading this article I contacted Peter, and he invited me to his home in Eindhoven for an interview. And while preparing the questions in my head, I already met his wife Hattie in front of their house, and before I knew it, I was already standing in Peter's Taekwondo office listening to his stories.
받았습니다.
감사합니다. Oh, wow.
Wauw.
Nee, van hieruit gebeurt het. This is my Taekwondo office. All the countries I've been, you see the little stickers where I teach.
Yeah.
It's not all of them, but
Russia or not?
Russia, yes.
Russia, yes.
I used to have a company in Minsk. It was still communist.
Yeah, the Soviet.
Yeah, it was still the Soviet Union. I went there to compete. I won everything, and my students won everything. So people got to know you. Then when the wall fell down, they asked me, "Oh, we want to do some business because we don't have anything. They needed stuff." So I started to sell. Don't laugh, alcohol for Russians. The white alcohol, that's 96%, and they make rum out of it and vodka out of it. Chocolate, food stuff, and lots of furniture. You know, if people don't have money for 80 years, they save a lot. So after the 80 years, all this money came out, which they couldn't spend because there was nothing. And so everybody, the houses they built was fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and they needed furniture, so that was business. So I started the Taekwondo club there, and it's still there.
Now suddenly I realized that we were talking way ahead of all the questions that I had prepared for the interview. But it didn't matter because it was really amazing to see Peter talking with so much passion and love for his profession. So before I continue, it's good to know that Grandmaster Peter also does Hapkido and Tukong Musul, and is Vice President of the International Taekwondo Federation Headquarters Korea, and President Council of Masters ITF Headquarters Korea, and more. So if you want to know more about Peter and what he does and his titles and his CV, then please go to Google and there's a lot of information to find. But what I personally really like about his story, the story of Peter, is that he was really close with the founder of Taekwondo, Che.
No, there's a lot of real deep political issues in Taekwondo. The founder of Taekwondo, General Che, he was a general in the South Korea. There was only one army, South Korea. There was only one country, you know. Yeah. They had a war with the North, and he fought for the South. During the war, he and President Park, also general, they decided when the war is over, we have free elections. But when the war was over, Park the presidency took over. Yeah. So General Che went to him and said, "No, this is not what we agreed on. We should have free election for the people." Yeah. Then he noticed this tension and he said, "This is dangerous for me, you know." And then a little later they invited him to the presidential palace, and he thought, if I go there, I'll never come back anymore. So that's when he left his country and he flew to Canada. You know, and then a year later, North Korea asked him, "Can you come to North Korea and teach Taekwondo?" You know, and his dream was Hanbando, one country. So he thought, if I go there, maybe there's a chance to unite Korea, you know. So he went there to teach Taekwondo and use Taekwondo as a means to connect the two countries again. And then they took this as an advantage to say, okay, you are a criminal, you're a war criminal, or you're an enemy of the state, or whatever, you know. It's a very dirty game. So years ago I wrote letters to the president of South Korea, and I wrote him, why not, because he was very sick, why not invite him and change history, tell the real story and give this man the honor he deserves, because he fought for your country. You know, he could have been killed for your country.
Did it happen?
No,
they
didn't even answer.
Oh.
Nothing at all.
Wow.
That's a problem.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
And he passed away in 2002, I believe, right?
Yeah, but I wrote a letter to Korea again and asked if he could die in Korea, in South Korea. Yeah. But nobody answered. So then he said, I have no choice. So he went to North Korea. Yeah. So he could die on a Korean.
Peninsula.
Yeah. So, and it's a sad story.
Crazy, I cannot believe this really happened.
They kept his son in South Korea. They said, if you don't come back, we kill him.
What?
He says, well, sorry, I choose for Taekwondo because Taekwondo is bigger than family, bigger than me. Yeah. So, And then later they let him go.
Yeah.
And they couldn't kill him, of course. And now I see a little change, because the younger generation starts to think for themselves.
Yeah.
The others just did what the old president said, or what the KCIA said, or whoever.
Yeah.
And for example, this is the 15-part encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Here, 15 books General Che wrote. It's only about Taekwondo.
Wow.
All the history is in there,
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And he made it 30 years ago or something. It's fantastic. If you think about where Korea is in the world now, a lot of it is from Taekwondo.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Korea. Why? Because of Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So my big dream is to clean it up.
Oh.
To try to clean the mess up and make it one beautiful sport again, which gets respect from people again, because a lot of people are losing it now. If you read the news, Cookie One, there's a lot of fights. With WTF, there's a lot of fights.
Yeah.
And between ITF and WTF, let's clean it up.
Yeah.
Let's be friends and say, okay, the past is the past. We want to fight for the future together. Let's do that. And that's my hope.
Because now you have like the 9th dan.
Yeah.
That's the highest achievement possible, right, in Taekwondo?
Yeah, only in WTF some people now have 10th.
10th, okay.
Because, General Che said 9 is the highest number.
Yeah.
From 0 to 9. There's nothing more. The rest is together. 1 and 2 is 12.
Yeah.
So there is only 0 till 9. That's all the numbers there are. So 9 is the highest.
Yeah.
But then they think, okay, he's 9th, I'm 9th. Maybe I make 10th. But this is maybe also nice. This is the the ITF rings. This is for 8th degree with green stone. And this is black stone for 9th degree. And your name is in there, your number. Yeah, it's like General Che had when he, in the past.
Wow.
One of the girls that came to me about 5 years ago, her mother came to me.
Yeah.
She works in the hospital with my wife, and she showed us SMS text from other girls. Go kill yourself, you bitch.
Yeah.
Girls in the school. So she was very much bullied by other. She came to us to train. She completely changed. Now she's a black belt, and she changed like a person. She doesn't have to fight. Nobody did anything wrong to her anymore. Why? Because she changed from the inside as a person.
Yeah.
And that's what we do with the real people do with Taekwondo or any martial art. It's not about fighting. Fighting is just a means to learn, to teach somebody something. But we teach, and that you can see in the encyclopedia, one of the books is about community service. What will you do for the people? Why are you learning to fight? Because you want to protect the innocent, you want to protect the people that are not strong. Yeah, so it has a much deeper meaning.
Do you think it's ever too late to start Taekwondo?
No.
Because I'm 27 and I'm a little bit impressed by the story.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
At any age to start. Well, my oldest student was like 68.
Yeah.
He became first degree 72.
Yeah.
He died at 73, so that's a pity. But still, he saw this and he lost his wife. He was sitting at home. He was a farmer and he was sitting home and he saw this and he said, I go there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he started to train.
I was really impressed by the tattoo, Hanbando. How did you come with the idea to make a tattoo like this?
Well, I started Taekwondo in 1967.
Yeah.
I was walking from school to a house and I got kicked by 3 young boys, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Now I think I should be grateful because of them I started,
Yeah.
And then, so all these years I met General Che, I trained with him, and we became, as far as you can say, friends, but we had a very nice contact. And I came to Korea a lot of times, and in Korea, Kim Ye-wook is a martial art instructor, a very good friend, the tallest Korean that I know. He's longer than you.
What?
I was talking to him and I spoke to General Che and he spoke to me a lot about Hanbando, but I forgot about it. I just asked him, Kim Ji-wook, I need something on my tattoo, because my daughter is a tattoo artist. I want something on my leg that really says something about Korea. And right away he said, Hanbando. I said, what does it mean? It means the whole Korean peninsula together.
Yeah.
I said, well, this is General Che's dream. This is my dream.
Yeah.
So that's what I put on it. You know?
How much do you need to know the Korean culture to learn Taekwondo? Do you think it's connected? Yeah, of course it's connected.
In my opinion, you cannot do it properly if you don't know the culture.
Yeah.
You can do technical things, okay, but if you don't, I respect the Korean people a lot.
Yeah.
The way they are, the way they build their society. It's the one country I believe in the world that never ever attacked another country.
Yeah.
It was only invaded in the history, but it never attacked anybody else. And I respect that a lot, you know. So I think if you really want to do martial art, Taekwondo in this case, you should learn about Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever used it in real life?
I did. I used to work as a bouncer years ago, for a while, but I really used it one time, and I don't feel proud about it. When I was walking to my car one night in Stratumseind, you know, the center here where they have 200 bars, and there's a parking spot at the back side. So I walked to my car, and I had a beautiful car. I was a young boy, but I had a beautiful car. So these three guys came up to me, to me, but I didn't react. I went to my car. And they were yelling and shouting, so I opened my car, I stepped into the car, and then one pulled my door open. So then I got angry, so I stepped one leg out of the car, and the other I kicked, boom! Knockout there!
What a bad
Completely knockout! So the other guys ran away, so I stepped in my car, and I leave, but then I turned back a little while later, because I didn't feel good about it when I did, you know. I felt sorry for the guy and whatever, so I went back. But they were gone already. No. So
he's still alive.
He survived.
He survived.
But this, you know, fighting is wrong. You shouldn't.
No.
If you really have to, okay, that you have to, but you lose a little bit every time. No. Because why didn't you talk to the guy or made a joke or just close your door and drive away or whatever? But in the end, you had to do something.
So while talking to Peter, time passed by really fast, but it was in particular this story that inspired me most.
One time I was teaching, and this young kid was coming inside, sat at the bench, and I was teaching, but I was too busy, so I didn't know. I saw him, but that's it. And then later when I finished, he was gone. So next day I was training again, and there he was. I walk up to him, how are you, blah, blah, blah. You like it? Yeah, I like it a lot. You want to train? Yeah, I want to, but I come from Croatia after the war. My parents don't have money, I'm a refugee, so I cannot pay for the training. I said, you know what? You come back tomorrow, you don't have to pay. So I called my wife, you buy a tobak for him. So we bought a tobak for him and presented him, and he started to train. He's become European champion, several time Dutch champion, so he's a real good fighter.
Wow.
And I met him maybe 2 years ago in the city center, because after a while he stopped, got married, children. I met him, hey, how are you? And then he said to me, because of the fact that I could train with you, I am not a criminal now. All his friends from Croatia that came as refugees became criminals. But he was the only one of those the group of friends that had a good life, that had a happy life because of Taekwondo, you know.
So this story and the whole conversation with Peter inspired me so much that I will start doing Taekwondo myself here in Korea. So I want to thank Peter for his honesty. It was really amazing to talk to a man like this. It was really an honor for me and Huya. And I want to thank you for watching this episode. So see you next time. Houdoe.
A nice thing about him is they call him the small tiger, little tiger. You know, his hands, you know, they are like concrete. Every day, 1,000 times against the wall, boom! And that's what we did too. So our hands cannot be hurt. I can hit the wall 50 times full. Nothing happens because it's so hard for you. Because we copied from him. You should do every day, wow, against the wall, and we did, you know.